All right, guys.
I try and look and I see this blonde woman come in wearing tight jeans, stilettos, a leather coat, man.
And we have the 135-pound female world champ, Ronda Rousey, in the house today.
She was really pretty.
Thank you, guys.
I brought in Ronda Rousey. She's an Olympic bronze medalist in judo. And she's the Strikeforce champion in the women's 135-pound division. She's vicious, and she's very determined and focused, and she's willing to do anything to win. And that's what it takes to be a champion. And those are the type of people that I want to bring around these guys so they can understand what it's going to take to win in the UFC.
We're going to do some judo today, and the number one thing in judo is there's a lot of falling down. This grip, I know this is a potential mount when I fall down. So I'm going to step diagonally. Where's all his weight? Where's all my weight? My lead foot has all my weight, and this foot is weight. Hold on, bro. I just feel very blessed and lucky to be the first girl ever invited to be a guest coach on The Ultimate Fighter, because it's not just a reality TV show, it's a piece of history of MMA. You okay? Yeah.
I volunteered to let her throw me, and she almost broke my damn ribs.
God damn.
Like, she threw the out of me. She's bad, man.
She's a badass.
She's a beast.
The second you pick it up, you gotta throw it and come around.
She's pretty incredible. Like, she can put some pressure on some places that you're just like, what the hell is this, you know? And then next thing you know, your feet are over your head and you're going for a ride.
Don't plant your foot, and you only want to sweep one leg, not two. You went like this.
Okay.
I want you to go like that.
Ronda's technique is flawless. It doesn't matter, you know, how big you are. She pretty much perfected, you know, leverage of her body and how to, you know, how to move bigger things without using strength, but use her technique instead.
You know, I was actually very nervous about coming in here. Now throw. Lift. Perfect. But they came very open-minded and ready to learn. So I'm very impressed with Dominic's team. I think he's doing a great job with them. And yeah, I can't wait to see how it turns out. I hope they do well.
We got Sam coming up this week. It's awesome having Ronda come in, show us some new little tricks. We gotta go collect this W, keep the ball rolling on our side. Damn. All right? We're gonna call it Brawny Man on 3.
Yes. Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Did you take it on easy on Dominic? I know he didn't do any damage to you.
Oh, man.
That's why you backed up the whole fight, right?
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to Ronda Rousey.
For what?
She's my friend, that's why.
Brought her in to show the guys how to fight. Go inside and teach nothing. Teach overhand rights and guillotines. That's all you got.
One arm guillotine today. You know that one all too well, bud.
Now, last time, did I? Nope. Got the belt. Got the belt. See you guys tonight.
Yes, sir.
I'm at the Tough House tonight to watch Rashad Evans and John Jones fight with all the guys.
Go in judo stance.
I never feel threatening in heels, though. That's the problem. Has there ever been a woman in the Tough House? I might be the first one ever. Wow. I feel like the goat in Jurassic Park. I feel honored and slightly scared. It's a lot of guys to fend off at once. Hi, guys. How's it going? I'm actually in the house. What are you making? What are you making, barbecue? The second I walked in the house, it was like I had the plague or something. Oy. I walked in and everyone's just like, it's a girl.
Everyone was kind of like sitting around her, but not really next to her, you know? I guess it's just, you know, we've been here so long. Everyone's just, you know, they don't even know how to act around a girl anymore.
Circle around, straight from all different areas.
There's always this little space next to her. I would have sat next to her. I'm not too intimidated by her. But I had a comfy chair already lined out.
It was a little like, oh my gosh, that's a girl. But pretty sure I would let her armbar me any day. I hope my girlfriend doesn't see that.
Spread your legs, stupid! Is there anything you want? Like, we have a bunch
Thing I want, but I don't want to ask for it publicly. Like, what I'm allowed to have my diet at this time, and I'm really craving right now, is salted nuts. But I don't want to ask for it from everybody or chew it for everybody because it's a joke waiting to happen.
I got like a mountain trail mix. You want some mountain trail mix?
No, I'm fine. I'll get after it. Thank you, though.
It's a very, very emotional, intense fight.
was kind of funny to see how everybody reacted. Team Blue was just in shock, like, I can't believe there's a girl here. But even though none of them talked to her, they were just happy to have a female around and feel human again.
These guys haven't seen a chick in ages. And they get a girl in the house and they're like crickets, looking around, all scared. I would say for getting the first girl to come into the Tough House, these guys kind of blew it.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
All right, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Kelvin, somebody wants to wish you luck. All right, he's listening.
Hello?
Hey, Colin, this is, hey. This is Ronda.
Miss Ronda Rousey.
Kelvin is a big Ronda fan, and we got her on the phone, and she told him, hey, if you win this fight, I'll come out to Vegas and teach a session and work out the guys.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'd love it.
Go for it, Calvin. Calvin, go. Hold it, Calvin. Hold it. Choke him. Oh, my God.
Kelvin, there's somebody that wants to say congratulations to you. Ronda?
Yeah.
Hello?
After Kelvin won, Ronda got back on the phone. She congratulated him, and she promised to make good on her deal, and that she would come out here and coach a session.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm so happy to hear that you're safe and that you won, and I can't wait to meet you, really.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to...
All right, buddy. Hey, I'll be in touch. Thanks, Ronda.
One stove. Fight of the season, submission of the season, and Ronda. Damn. Man.
I'm on top of the world, man.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We have a special guest today, Miss Ronda Rousey.
Chael calls me up one day, and he's like, I got a guy here that really likes you, and we really need to motivate him. And I talked to him, and I said if he beat his opponent, I would come down and teach them for the day. And so he won, and I'm here.
Now, I want to remind everybody, and this is Kelvin right here. Kelvin earned this for everybody.
She's a lady of her word, and I appreciate that. You know, I'm a Ronda Rousey fan, so it's awesome to have her here and, get a little bit of what she knows and get to know her a little bit more, as a fan.
So he kicks me, catch it, one, and this foot's gonna sweep around in a circle. I'm just gonna drive this straight down. So, you ready? Tuck your chin in, okay? Here.
She taught some judo. I don't really do judo, but it was pretty awesome, getting handled by her.
Stretch backwards. Spin. You can do that too. Tuck your hands, and my knees just open.
Getting tossed around by a world champion, it was definitely an honor.
Kelvin over here, he was our least threatening guy 3 weeks ago. Now, he's up there with you running for most threatening. He may win this whole thing. It's just weird. It's like, I've never really seen a guy springboard in a 3-week period.
This is a very impressive team. I haven't seen an Ultimate Fighter team like this, ever. They're really, really quick learners. The stuff that I taught wasn't, basic things, and all of them got it within like the first few tries, so I'm very impressed with this group, for sure.
Ron, if you have anything you'd like to share with these guys, that would be awesome.
Well, I have a lot of mom-isms, because my mom gave me a lot of one-liners. And every time before I go out to fight, she would grab me and look at me, and she would say, nobody has the right to beat you. And I always kind of felt like I was at a disadvantage all the time with every person that I fought. And I took every advantage that they had over me, and I didn't think of it as an excuse to give myself if I lost. I gave it to myself as a reason to be angry that I didn't have it, and I was going to beat them despite that. You have better coaches than me, you have video, you studied video on me, well, I can beat you without looking at your video, without any coaches in my chair, because I refuse to lose and you have no right to beat me ever. Fighting is about respect and having respect for your opponent, but at the same time, you have to have no respect for your opponent, because you're the one that's supposed to walk out of there. They don't have a right to beat you. And that's all I can think of right now.
Guys, that is outstanding. Give her a hand. Give her a hand.
When I first walked into the gym and saw everything, I don't even know how to describe it. I used to always watch and be like, man, I wish they had that for girls. I would come in there and I would dominate. I would show everybody. I would change the whole, like, everyone's idea of what was possible. I would come and do it. I used to just watch The Ultimate Fighter, and now I'm coaching against Kat Zingano, and it's surreal. I knew they were gonna set me up with something. Hi. Surprise, surprise. What are you here for? And then Misha comes walking in. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. I'm here to coach.
You're here to coach?
I am.
Coach what?
The
other
Ultimate
team?
Fighter. That's what you're here to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you with helping Kat's team out?
I think I'll leave the explaining to Dana, but...
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Where is he at?
Ronda and I fought once before, and my rivalry with Ronda originally started with her being disrespectful in the way that she called me out. I felt like her approach was completely inappropriate, and obviously then we fought, things were heated, I lost.
Do you know where he is?
I don't. So we're not gonna be having any slumber parties anytime soon?
They said she's here to coach.
Ronda is venting.
Okay, calm down, Mike.
So Ronda storms out. I thought she was just 100% pissed because Misha was here because she hates her so bad. Have a seat.
She's real happy.
Yeah. She comes back with Edmund, who is her head coach when she trains for fights. Well, hello. Have a seat. Have a seat. So Kat Zingano blew her knee out. She's literally in surgery right now. Literally having surgery right this minute. So your buddy graciously stepped up and said she would love to coach this season of The Ultimate Fighter.
You just gave me half a heart attack.
She doesn't even,
I thought you like kicked me off. I totally thought that. I'm like, really?
she doesn't even have a team yet. She doesn't even have a coach.
Okay.
So, you ready to meet the fighters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it. Come on over here.
I think things came full circle the way that it was meant to be, and I'm looking forward to fighting her when this is all over.
Right here, come right up to the mat.
For some reason, fate has intertwined the two of us. Me and Misha were meant to be rivals. And this was meant to happen. And I'm meant to retain this belt. I'm going to retire undefeated.
Watching the fights again in the house, Ronda was like laser focused because she's so competitive. Advancing to the house, David Grant. And there's just this tension between the two of them, you know? It's just like, I'm in there trying to break it up and you know, get people talking and let's have some fun and watch the fights, and it isn't happening.
You gotta fight back, man. You gotta fight back. Stop. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Good stoppage. Tim came out like a bat out of hell. Really aggressive right off the bat. He just charged right in for the takedown.
All fired up to take him down.
You can tell he's kind of like, you know, a ballsy, brawling fighter, which are always very exciting to watch. He had a very interesting attitude. I'm sure he'll be a great addition to the house.
You all right?
Like heavy metal. That's why she usually walks out with a guitar.
Had a girl, Shayna.
Nice takedown. Shayna's ground and pound is great. She puts real touches on him and really damages. Her transitions are great. She moves around well. And she got the armbar submission in the end.
Okay, let's go.
Shayna did an amazing job on a very tough opponent.
Advancing to the house via armbar, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
Remember, I'm not in this house with you. You're in this house with me.
Unanimous decision moving into the house, Juliana Pena.
The other girls in the house are probably you and me as a little bit of a force to be reckoned with, like I've been saying this whole time, so hopefully they're scared. If not, they should be.
So right now the fights are over, and Ronda and I have a limited time to go back and decide who we want to have on our team. We're going to go out there and give it our best shot.
Team Rousey. What do you want? First pick
First fight.
First fight. You got the first pick.
Juliana.
That's a shocker.
For me, it was really tough to decide between Juliana Pena and Shayna Baszler. I train with Juliana. I'm familiar with her. She's still in that learning and growing period. I kind of went with my gut feeling that Juliana she's gonna do big things.
Ronda, next pick.
Shayna.
I picked Shayna because I watched a lot of her fights before. I've been following her career for a while. She's the most well-rounded. I thought I would be a fool not to pick her first.
All right, Ronda, you chose the first fight, so you can pick the first fight right now. It can be a man or a woman, whatever you want.
All right now?
Right now.
Our number one versus her number one? Okay. Okay. Got it.
Put her against the girl she picked number one. Yeah, she killed her.
I'm gonna do Juliana versus Shayna. We decided to have Shayna go against Juliana. We just kind of want to go straight for the jugular and demoralize their whole team, take their number one pick out, and retain control of the fight picks for the rest of the tournament.
Ronda likes to make bold moves and bold statements, but that was a risky one because she doesn't know much about Julie at all, and neither does Shayna, so I plan on surprising the hell out of them, that's for sure.
Basically, Shayna Baszler is the girl that everybody thinks is going to win this thing. Juliana Pena is Misha's friend and training partner. Obviously, Ronda's sending him a message like, okay, we're going to go right after your buddy. We're going to take your buddy out.
What time was it?
5:58.
58? Let me know when it's exactly 6.
Yes, ma'am.
When someone's coming forward like that, bait them into your punches. When someone's going backwards, set your kicks up with your punches.
All right, let's go these people. Come on, guys. 6 o'clock. You know the schedule. You should get here earlier if you want to stay later.
Ronda's already getting on my nerves and my team's nerves. It's really stupid that she's barging in like right at 6 o'clock. Her team's not even on the mat and she's already trying to boot us out of there. It doesn't even make any sense, but it's just kind of typical Ronda, so what can I say?
I just want them to get used to us bitching around. I know it's rude, but it's like psychologically you got to be like, you move when we tell you to. And we never have to move for you. It's a little weird being coach. I tell the guys right away, I'm like, look, I'm not your superior. I'm not like, running a show. I'm here to help you guys. I'm your resource and your tool for you to use. If you want to be the best in the world, you can't cut any corners. Why do you think swimmers shave their arm hair off? Because every little thing counts, all of it. Think about what is going to make me win this competition. If you're having trouble, ask us. We'll give you advice. We'll help you out. So I'm just asking you guys, if you're not going to take this 100% seriously for yourselves, take it seriously for your team because what you do reflects on all of them.
Okay? We believe in you that you guys could win. So we got to believe in each other, okay? If we believe in each other, we're going to do this, okay? You guys are all going to win.
My head coach is Edmund Taverdian. He's my striking coach. He pretty much orchestrates all of my camps, and he's been coaching since he was 16 years old. I trust him impeccably, and I'm definitely going to be referring to his knowledge most of the time.
You know they're going to swing at you or go for your legs. You know that, right? Do something about it.
And it's easy to be responsible for yourself and fail because you have only yourself to blame and yourself to answer to. But if you're here for other people and you fail them, that would hurt me more than anything else, I think. And I hope that I can live up to what these fighters deserve.
Spades the death card. So I gave her a little Queen of Spades card for what's to come.
Since Juliana's on my team, it wasn't cool with me. Keep your cards at home and don't pull that at weigh-ins.
Shayna was already in her head, and I think doing something like that just makes it even more so. And I don't think that Juliana really realizes with what intensity Shayna is coming.
Coaching's tough, man. It's like ripping your heart out of your chest and letting it run around without you. I wish I could take everything that Shayna's feeling and just feel it myself right now. She deserves better than that. 12 years, man. It's not the last of it, dude. It's not the last of it.
Bring it on, come on.
Julie went out on the first round, and I told her she needed to be first, and she threw a really, really hard combo, and it didn't seem like Shayna wanted any part of it.
Very good, Julie. Control.
When I went to the ground, I definitely think that Shayna probably won the round.
Elbow right there.
But the thing I love about Julie is she's got an incredibly big heart, and she went out there in the second round and pretty much dominated the fight.
Shayna, come on, stand the up.
Shayna won the first round, and when she felt like she was losing the second, she was already thinking about the third.
Look at her feet, undo her feet. Look at your feet, get your feet out. Are you kidding me?
So Juliana Pena pulls off the upset and not only beats Shayna Baszler, but finishes her by rear naked choke. Ronda could have, got some momentum here and picked off some people. Now, Misha's got control.
Your winner with a submission victory. And moving on, Juliana Pena.
I know I feel terrible.
It's like over 11 years, man. Here it was.
You know what? This isn't the end of it. Everyone's seen you and everyone knows you.
Oh, I'm like 3 times the fighter she is. Well, I don't know what the happened, man.
That's out of your control now. Whatever just happened is out of your control now. It was my job to make sure that they got through this, and I failed today. And I looked across and I saw Shayna just hurting like that. And I looked over and I saw Misha just smiling at her pain, and she's gonna pay for every smile she smirks today. What you would win from the show isn't gonna change your life. What you're gonna take away from the show is what's gonna change your life. There are a lot of Ultimate fighters before you that ended up doing nothing. There are a lot of people that were on the show that ended up being everything. Just to let you know, you smiling at my girl's pain today is one more reason I'm gonna destroy you again.
Smiling at your girl's pain. Shayna's my friend, dude. So this is the last I'm going to refer to yesterday, but I need to talk about it. One thing about losing is you're forced to grow. When you win, you maintain. And we had some growing to do yesterday. You need to be entirely in the present when you're fighting. You can't be emotional while you're fighting. When I walk into the cage, I have all the belief in the world in myself. But I'm cold on the inside about it. I'm a cold, calculating, confident when I'm in that cage. It's a lot of C's, but it's true. It's an advantage if the other person is emotional. One of the reasons why I was able to take Misha down so well and fast in the last fight was she got emotional. She wasn't cold and calculated. And it ended up working in my favor. I'm gonna with her as much as I can to get her to do that again.
We're going to the Red Rock to hang out and watch the fights and just kind of relax and get your mind off the house for a little bit.
We're watching the UFC in Brazil and all just hanging out, having a good time, and just chilling.
Did the fight start yet?
Everybody's having a good time. I couldn't really eat, so I was, focusing on not looking at the pizza and cookies and stuff like that.
I'm Jackie Pillow. Getting out of the house felt good.
Go to your left, go to your left.
To watch the fights on a big screen TV and just relax was pretty cool.
Oh, no.
To see TV again, basically, it's only been a couple of weeks, but it feels like a lifetime.
I'm gonna have some wine.
Yeah, go get ripped, man. I'm
not gonna get ripped, but
Get smushed.
Red Rock was awesome. I was sitting watching the fights when I looked over and I seen Misha, Ronda, and Caraway at the bar.
Can you please move away from my boyfriend? I'm really not sitting near your boyfriend. I don't think anyone with half a brain would desire a man like that.
I remember looking over to the bar and seeing this weird It's like posturing, you know, like you see in the animal kingdom. This really tense, spatial kind of dominance thing happening. And I was like, oh, something's about to go down.
And because the little doesn't treat you right. Someone should hold your pads and knows what they're doing. You wouldn't know. You don't even know how to hit pads. Are you kidding me? I don't know how to hit pads? You don't even know how to throw punches. Yo, Edmund, come here.
No one cared about the fights that were on the TV anymore. All of a sudden, everybody's attention just focused on that.
She says I don't know how to hit pads.
Who does?
She says that she hits pads better the Caraway than I do with you.
You don't know.
Doesn't need to be so close to him.
You don't know. Both of you don't know.
Me and Misha have never really gotten along from the very beginning. And ever since Caraway threatened to knock my teeth down my throat on Twitter, the night before our title fight, Edmund's not been a very big fan of his.
Let me tell you something. As long as I live, don't put your hand down.
Please.
Put your hand down. As long as I live, nobody's gonna break Ronda's teeth. You know what I mean?
I wasn't talking to her. I was talking to a
you
fan.
can't, because you can't.
No,
She
you
shouldn't
can't.
call him out.
Because you can't.
Period.
Doesn't matter, because you can't.
I wasn't
as long as I
talking
live,
to
you
her.
can't. I guarantee you. I'll get you someplace else. There's too
I
much cameras here.
apologized for that.
There's too much cameras here. I'll get you someplace else. I guarantee you.
Act tough now.
We act tough always. You act tough behind Twitter.
She'll beat you standing any day. I guarantee you that. Think about it. And she'll break your arm at the end. You and your boyfriend, both of you together.
Brian made a tweet to one of Ronda's fans that came out really wrong, and he was definitely out of place for saying it. He realizes that, I realize that, and he's apologized profusely hundreds of times. And it was well over a year ago, and they're still stuck on it.
Yeah, you never said to my face, but you talk on Twitter. That's bitch behavior. She's a legit fighter, man. I respect her as a fighter. She's an athlete. She goes down, man. She's got balls. I'm gonna break this girl to the point where she's never gonna be able to put a string of wins together again. But I don't feel the least bit sorry for breaking her arm in half. Girl had it coming.
Yeah.
Another Red Bull vodka, please. Nice.
Grab her ass, Brian.
Yes, give it a good squeeze.
Dennis Hallman's one of our guest coaches. You know, he's fought in the UFC, and you know, he's a friend of ours. We trained with him a bunch, so we wanted to bring him out here.
Hi, Brian.
And Edmund was eyeballing Dennis up and down, just like he's been kind of doing to all the rest of us, all the rest of our crew. And Dennis is just not one to put up with that.
I'll give you my number, give me a call.
Okay, I'll call you.
For sure?
We can go
For
to
sure?
a date.
For sure?
For sure. All right. We can go right in there. We can go right now. Right now.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Let's
back
go.
up.
What's up? What's up? You know that I'm gonna get kicked out of the show. That's what you call me out, right? Yeah. Come on, let's go. Bring
Right
it.
way at the right time.
Bring
At the
it.
right time.
Bring it up.
He's trying to get you kicked out.
I know he is.
He's being
I
a
know
bitch.
he is. I'll get you.
Hey, come down, man. Let me concentrate.
Do it at the right place. Do it when you won't to your. Do it when you won't work to your professional advantage. You want to be a man? Do it at the right time.
Nothing to do with you. Or
Do it
has to
at
do with
the
him
right
coming into my
time.
face and be a goddamn tough guy. Okay? That's what it had to do with.
Be a tough guy at the right time.
When I first got here, it didn't seem like it was going to be so bad until they lost the first fight. And then after Julie beat Shayna, Ronda just has been throwing a piss fit.
You look at the cameras?
No one's gonna get kicked off.
Do it when they're not around, then you'll be a man.
I can wait here till they leave.
Our team, we're not just talk. If you disrespect us, we're going to find a way to let you know that's a bad idea. I'm the only one that's going to be able to fight officially against Misha.
You guys just talk and then you guys can have problems. Yeah, that's it. I feel that way. Because you can't talk, because you up already the way you talk.
Right.
And now you guys
And
have some other guy
apologize.
coming in here,
What-
mad
what-
dogging
what-
me,
what
looking
can
at
he
me.
do?
He's going to apologize too. I want the other guy to apologize too.
This whole thing comes down on Brian Caraway. Brian had said some things about Ronda on Twitter, and Ronda's team has been waiting for the day that they would see Brian Caraway.
How about you apologize?
I
Threatening Brian off camera the
I
other day.
won't apologize. I didn't
Fighting
threaten him. I didn't. Because you
I'm
guys
pretty
are
sure it's
always
recorded.
catching on to little things. I said, I'll see you one day. That's what I said. I didn't say anything else. That's exactly what I said. Because I will see him one day. You said that. Okay? That's it. I want the other guy.
Over a
They said they're sorry. They said they're sorry. You know what I mean? Brian apologized. He said he apologized.
So many times. Brian made a mistake. He's apologized hundreds of times, profusely, and they refuse to let it go.
There's a lot of bitches involved that don't have fights scheduled, that think that they can just run their mouth and disrespect everyone. They're acting like we started it. No. We'll finish it.
I'm staying here until everybody leaves. Especially you. It's not good. It's not good for the sport. It's not good for you. It's not good for him. It's not good for anyone. I'm like, guys, stop. This isn't going to happen here. This isn't what this is about. It's not what we're here for. We're here for these fighters, and let's give them every opportunity to win. All this drama and will be settled when Ronda and Misha fight.
She dropped her. Roxanne's head hit, and she set up, and she did that thing where, like, you stare off at the lights for a second. And I thought, oh, it's over. It's over. Stop! To see Roxy like that, God, it was emotional.
My mom's here. A lot of what I learned about bringing fighters up is from what I learned of what she did on me. I try to emulate her as much as possible. I don't think I have the energy to be at the same level she's at all the time, but I try my best. So yeah, a lot of people I think will understand me a lot more after they see my mom. The woman, the legend that I'm constantly referring to, this is my mama.
In addition to being Ronda's mom, I also was the world judo champion. So it wasn't just like, hey, Mom, can you bake me cookies and come here and talk about mat work? So she asked me to come out and talk to the athletes a little bit.
Would you like to say anything?
Yeah, well, I just said I wanted to come watch you first because when people would come and give me advice, I would say, you know, you never even saw me fight. You don't know what I do. You don't know anything about me. So where do you get off, you know? So I thought I would like to come and watch first.
She's 5'2", but she can look at like a 6'5" man in a way that'll like make that guy scared, you know? She's got that intensity about her. It's funny, like, I'm the nice one. I'm totally the nice one. Everyone's like, wow, your mom's really intense. How did you end up being so nice? I'm like, only because I'm standing next to her. When I'm over here, I'm a bitch.
Inside.
Everything I know comes from my mom.
Outside.
When I was a kid, we would sit in the car and she would list off all the reasons why I was the best. And she would just put that confidence in me. I was like, yeah, I'm the But she would bear down worse than anybody else, you know? She could build you up higher than you've ever felt before, but she could tear you down, make you feel like the biggest piece of ever, you know? She was also the best fighter in the world in her day, you know? She was, world champion in judo, and if they had MMA at the time, I'm sure she would have annihilated everyone.
Okay, well, I watched you guys a little bit, and I have a couple of opinions. The first thing I notice is there's only 6 people on this mat. Everybody else, even you, lady with the hurt shoulder, you could be doing something different. Everybody except the guy fighting. You ought to be in here practicing. I had my knee replaced. I had 6 knee operations, several of them while I was competing. When I came back, 6 days after surgery to train with stitches in my knee because I had to do it to win. So you hurt your knee, do push-ups, do some other drill, do something. That's how my mat work got so good. That's how her mat work got so good.
One of my mom's best lines is, she's like, you're not training to be the best in the world. You're training to be the best in the world on your worst day. She would purposely send me to tournaments injured with no coaches to like places where she knew the referees and the officiating would be against my favor, and she would purposely do that to me. I used to think she was so heartless, and then one day she was just like, you think every single time that you're injured and crying on the mat, I was sitting there smiling in the corner? No, it hurt me just as much. Pretending that I didn't care was the hard way. That was how I cared, was showing that I didn't. So she gave me what I needed when I needed it, and that's what she's the best at.
So I may not have it, get it this way or get it that way, but you know what, I'm gonna get it. And so that's kind of the thing. You may not be beautiful, but you can maybe let speed and aggressiveness make up for your lack of perfect technique. So anyway, that's just what I noticed. I thought you should take a little break and maybe get a little drink of water and then come back and do it more seriously, like you want to beat somebody up and win. Just
everybody get some water.
Ronda makes a lot more sense. Her intensity, her competitiveness, all of those things are very clear once you meet her mom.
What? Coffee. Take me to my coffee.
I will.
So obviously there's been some tension between the teams, and we came across the fact that Edmund looks a lot like the Count. And so we kind of had this play on that. We got a little figurine, and it has like the unibrow like Edmund has, and we taped an eyebrow waxing coupon to it. We just decided we were going to plant it in their room for Edmund to hopefully find.
You guys, somebody on Team Tate left a little Count figure, put Edmund on the back like he's Count Dracula.
They took like a little Count Dracula, has like the unibrow, and had an eyebrow treatment certificate on there. I'm gonna show them, and they're just gonna have to get it. I don't know. It might be better not to show
No,
them.
he has small children. It would be best if you not go to jail.
Yeah. You think we should not show them?
Yeah,
I think you should not.
You should not. But y'all are intelligent, young, and you could probably come up with something creative that you could get away with.
I already promised Dana we wouldn't do anything else, and I can't. If Edmund saw that, I couldn't talk him out of doing something. It's just passive aggressive. They'll smile on your face all day. The second you turn around, they're gonna talk and insult you. I have no respect for people like that, and I never will have it. They're gonna get it when I beat the out of Misha again.
Yeah, exactly. Rise above.
Yeah, they're getting what's coming to them. Green Valley Ranch to watch the fights. The Hooters girls kind of set up a private catering for us. The fighters can kind of get outside of that whole like constant in-camp element.
You know, it was amazing to just get out of the house, but to be, you know, treated so well was fantastic.
This time Rousey's kind of minded her own business and kept to herself. As long as she hangs out in her little corner, I'm cool with it.
Him and Big John are my two faves. If I could have Herb Dean and Big John referee every one of my fights, I would do a little dance and look something like this. That's my referee dance.
Last call, guys.
Good fight. Good fight.
I tried to shake their hands afterwards, and Ronda just flipped me off. It seems like the tables have turned, because she used to be the one who's always giggling at me, and I'd be all upset about it, like, oh, I hate this girl, you know? But I don't really hate her anymore. I don't know. To me, it's just kind of funny.
Mad or whatever. I didn't finish it. If you don't finish the fight, you don't win it, and I just finished it. I had her hurt, and I knew it. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know what to do. I just couldn't get anything. I'm just disappointed
You know, I thought I had it in me to win everything, but I just fell short. It sucks.
Yeah. Her and Raquel were very closely matched, and it's just one of those things where you can't just be better, you have to be a world better. All the worst things that happen in your life, the best things will come up. I promise you that. She's gonna grow from this, and anyone watching today knew that both those girls showed a lot of heart. I'm so proud of you. It's been such an honor to be on your team. What an honor having you. I'm gonna get all teary too. I don't want to be that guy. We got a couple daddies on our team, and we know it's really hard for them to be away from their families, especially on a day like this. So we just came to surprise them a little bit and give them some daddy day stuff.
How's everybody going?
How are you?
Happy
Good.
Father's Day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Even though Cody isn't on our team, you know, we like him a lot. He's a really cool dude, so we got him a little shaving kit.
Definitely made my day. It was just something really cool to me, especially since she didn't have to, and especially because I'm not even on her team.
Misha.
Is that why you're so quiet today?
Sucks.
I was just complaining about how I wish I did bring a picture of my son. And just to see how much they care, they didn't have to do that. It was just out the kindness of their heart. It just really touched home.
They searched out a photo of me and my family saying, "We love you, Dad, you're number one," from Team Rousey there at the bottom. Picture of my little family when we were on holiday last year. I mean, I was over the moon.
Happy Father's Day.
It really shows what a good little team we've got.
Just miss my family. It'll be worth it, but it sucks, man. Miss my little girl. Miss my wife so much. It's all got to be worth it in the end, right? It's gonna pay off. Whether I win this show or lose my first fight, it's gonna pay off somehow. It has to. I just want to see him as soon as possible and just hug him. Just hug my kid.
Our pleasure.
She's gonna be so mad. Last night there was a movie playing and there was a character in it that's like the perfect cross between Ronda and Edmund. It's got the little buns on the side of the head like she does, and then it's got the unibrow like he does. And the scowl on her face is the exact same scowl that every time Ronda gets on the other side of the cage and our opponents are about to fight each other, she's giving me like the laser beam eyes, like if she could kill me right there on the spot, she would. That's awesome.
That's nice.
Oh my gosh, what is he doing? So we figured we'd flash through a bunch of posters of Edmund Rousey all over the gym. She's gonna be so sour. So we'll see what they make of it.
Master Tom, let's go. I caught wind that Team Tate was hanging these pictures up all over the gym, and I came down here to get rid of so another war doesn't erupt down here. We want, those two are gonna fight at the end of the season. They'll have plenty of time to talk smack, hang pictures, and do whatever they want. I want them focused on, you know, we got some talented people here. We've had some great fights already, and I want to make sure these kids get every opportunity to win. This kind of they're trying to pick another fight and then blame it on Ronda's team. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to talk to Misha. We'll see what happens.
Keep it tight, keep it tight.
Today at practice, I went to the sauna and found a picture of like this character that was like half man, half woman with a unibrow. The picture said Edmund Rousey. It was not even that funny.
One of all the coaches, like you, Ronda, and everybody, but they took him down or something. But one of them still up and saw that.
So I was like, hey, Edmund, I just want to let you know there was offensive pictures of you up on the wall.
Who had it? I don't know.
I guess Dana tried to take them all down before we got in there, but had missed a couple. And Anthony saw it and shows Edmund, and Edmund just disappeared. And then after practice, we're like, where did he go?
And is it me or them like pointing out the eyebrow and Armenian thing? Racist. You know, like, I'm gonna draw a really, really offensive parallel, so I hope you don't draw offense. But if they put pictures of Chris up that look like Ashy Larry, wouldn't you say it's racist? And they drop around a bunch of unibrow pictures of Edmund and discounts for eyebrow treatment, that's some racist. And if I'm the only one that, like, notices this, and they do behind our back, this is some pussy-ass passive-aggressive. When we're in their face, they should tell us to off instead of quietly waiting for us to leave the room and leaving little pictures like a bunch of pussy-ass 5-year-olds. Where's my bag?
Edmund's been very disrespected, but we gave our word we wouldn't let it escalate anymore. And the other team didn't do that.
I'm gonna come up. Do it. No, Marina, we gave our word. When we give our word, it means something. I can't stand passive-aggressive people. Crunchies, which is learning how to move on the ground without having to scoot with your hands or legs. So when I'm gonna rock my hips up and turn my hips aside, then I sit up, I'm gonna turn my shoulders aside. That way, if I'm against the wall or something and someone's trying to hit me and I'm trying to get away, I can move and defend myself at the same time. And you get really cool looking abs.
I am more than happy with the training that's been going on. Ronda, she's like a judo wizard, or wizardess, whatever you want to call it. But she's got some great things to show us, and I'm definitely going to be trying to incorporate them into my game.
Oh, look at some naturals.
They're all farting with their backs.
That's good. That means they have big postural muscles. Scooting on the ground ones I learned at a national training center camp in Japan. A lot of people do like box jumps and all this explosiveness on the feet, but people don't have that kind of explosiveness in their core on the ground. This one literally does look like a fish out of water. You ready for this? This one's fun. Well, not really.
Like it. You can do that.
And so they're just good habits to have all the way down, and then when you get back, we're not trying to change everybody's game all around. We're not trying to make them into brand new fighters. We're not trying to get them into shape because they should be in shape when they're here.
Wotan.
Good job, guys. Great fight. Really good job. Great fight. Good job. Yourself. Great fight. Good job. I'm not going to play the fake bitch game. I don't know the rules of that game. I don't do it. Every single day that they try to smile on my face and shake my hand and insult me behind my back, it just shows me the kind of people that they really are. Misha might be a good athlete, but she's a terrible person, and she surrounds herself with like people. It's team fake nice versus team real mean. I'd rather be real.
You gonna be able to sleep tonight? Or are you gonna have trouble?
Probably not. Probably won't be sick for a while.
A little tired, starting to get down to weight. You got to be mentally strong in this sport or you'll fail miserably, and I struggle with it a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm here to win, and I'm going to be ready mentally, physically, and every way I can.
Oh my God!
We can't give up early.
I'm the same.
I know. We're gonna try something different.
So I think he just mentally broke and got down to around 140, and just his body stopped sweating, and I feel bad for the guy.
Okay.
Dude, no, listen.
I'm sorry, no, you're right.
You're not thinking.
done.
No, you're not thinking clearly right now. You will hate yourself forever if you don't try
We're
your
gonna push
hardest to
until
make
4
weight.
o'clock.
Okay.
Hey, I'm coming over the house if you
I'm
like
not
it or
gonna
not.
let you do that.
Yeah, we're coming over there. We're gonna try everything we can. And so we gave it our best effort. I'm not giving up. Okay? You're not gonna give up.
Cody's he's upset. He's not sweating. He's not losing any weight. Then we said, you know what? Hey, we're going to come back to the house with you. We're going to put you in a salt bath. We're going to do whatever we can. We're not giving up on you. You have 4 hours. We can do this as a team. Look, you can't promise me. You can promise this little girl. Right? You're going to do it, okay? We're going home. You're still crying. That's good. You got tears. You got water in you. You're going to pull it out.
All right, let's get him in here right away. Where's he at? Come on, bathroom. Reese, get you, hop you in an ice bath. Shock your body a little bit. Can you please hop in there?
The ice bath's gonna make you feel better even if you quit.
You're not even gonna try, Cody? You're just gonna give up like that? You're not even gonna try?
Yeah, you can't make it. You made it before, man. You can make it now.
Cody Bollinger came in this morning. He was at like 41 and a half. We put him in the sauna, and we put him back on the scale, and he's 42. It's physically impossible to be in a sauna and be sweating and gain weight unless you're ingesting something.
I can't make weight.
You can turn the hot water off. Bri, he's done.
Yeah, all right, great ass. Good to see you. Guys ready? Let's go. It's the day of the weigh-ins. I get a call that Cody's having trouble making weight. So I came down here. I wanted to bring him into the gym, and I wanted him to tell everybody, not just his team and his coaches and assistant coaches, but Ronda's and everybody else's. Just come on in here, guys. Gather around. You got something you want to tell everybody?
I missed weight. Up.
Why?
I broke mentally and quit.
You took somebody's lottery ticket and ripped it up.
Sure.
Did you realize you don't belong here? You don't want to fight? You don't want, this isn't what you want to do? You want to go home and get another job, or what is it?
No, I broke mentally, and this is what I want to do. Obviously, I didn't show that. I've just quit today.
This is the one thing
I know
that drives me crazy. Look at him. Kid's been busting his ass making weight. He's on weight. He's 1 pound off. See that door over there? That's the door you go out right now.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
I feel sorry for Cody, and I feel sorry for his family because I know that's what he's doing it for. I wish he would have pushed harder and made the weight, but I hope he can learn from it.
So best.
I don't want to have to tell my wife and kid, man. This is my shot, dude. This is my shot. Up.
I'll get this thing figured out as fast as I can, and we'll get it fixed. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I wanted to give somebody else an opportunity. Chris Beal made sense, but the commission's worried about safety. The commission's there to make sure that everybody's safe. And they weren't crazy about Anthony cutting weight twice like that, which, you know, I don't necessarily disagree with. I don't know what's going to happen, you know. Your kid might just get a forfeit and go right to the next round. I like to see guys fight and make their way in, but this is out of our hands. It's up to the commission now.
Either way, I'm extremely sorry. I mean,
It's not your fault.
I literally tried everything It's really pathetic. And the fact that he was our top pick and pulls that, I mean, come on, give me a break.
Cool. So just hang with your crew. I should have an answer in 10 minutes, and I'll let you guys know what's going on.
All right.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Back in the game, it looks like, Betty.
No in 10 minutes.
Cool.
As of now, it looks like Beal's probably going to be the best one to replace him. Our other 2 fighters are on suspension, so we really have no one to offer.
Dude, Misha sold Cody down. What? She was like saying, that's pathetic. He was so pathetic and it's so embarrassing. And if it was one of you guys, I'd have been like, it's all my fault. I should have better keep track. It's the head coach's responsibility to make sure that their team is ready to perform. And she failed to do that. And instead of admitting that, she placed the blame all on her fighter. I'm like, dude, if this is a kid that you care about, you've been mentoring, be like, no, I should have been on it more. I shouldn't have let this be out of my control, you know? Now Anthony's in a very difficult situation where, you know, he doesn't know whether or not to try and take off the last half pound. Chris Beal's walking around not knowing if he's fighting or not. His emotions are all over the place. And I just want it to work out in a way that's fair to Anthony.
All right, brother, I gave Ronda your options, and Ronda wants you to pick the option. The commission gave us these options. Anthony could rehydrate, then they cut the weight again Monday, and they fight Tuesday. Or the commission liked the forfeit too. First, I'd like to give everybody an opportunity to win. You'd stop cutting weight today. You guys could weigh in Monday and fight Tuesday. The other option is forfeit.
I'd like to be Mr. Hero and go, this, I'm gonna weigh again Monday, and then everyone would be like, damn, what a badass. But like, I was like 59 just like a few days ago, and so for me to have to hit 36 again, if I look at it, I don't think that'd be fair for me when I made weight. And then, so I'd probably rather just take the forfeit and move on.
I'm not crazy about forfeits, but you know what? It's not Anthony's fault. He was ready to fight, he was on weight, and the other kid quit. Hey, like always, I like to sit down with the coaches, talk about the semifinals, see who they like, what matchups they want with the men and the women, and then I like to bring the fighters in themselves and ask them who they want to fight. Who do you think is the best fighter here, as far as girls go?
As far as the girls go, I'd say it's probably a tie between Jessica and Raquel. But Jessica's still healing.
Juliana's a beast, though. She really is. Who do you think's the best girl here, win the whole thing?
Personally, I think Juliana.
Mm-hmm.
For the women, I'd like to have Jessica versus Sarah and Juliana versus Raquel.
Funny feeling that is not what Misha's gonna want.
Actually, I don't mind that matchup.
You like that?
I don't mind it at all.
For the first time ever, probably in history, Misha and Ronda really didn't disagree that much. I thought that was going to be a war, that they were going to be going back and forth, battling for their own people. They pretty much, you know, they didn't 100% agree on what the matchup should be, but they were pretty damn close. Thank you both. I appreciate it. I'll see you in a minute.
Okay. Thank you.
What are you, look at him. Look what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you sauced up.
There's a fast food. What did we walk in on?
Yep. Misery shots.
Today was the last day of preliminary fights. So we went and got fast food for everybody that still doesn't have fights left.
One toast to the best things resulting from the worst things.
Everybody with fights left got to chill out a little bit, hit their reset button, and get them ready to really tackle the next stage of this competition.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Marina.
Very, very welcome. You guys deserve it. You train your asses off.
I don't think I've ever tasted anything like this in my life.
This is my burger.
I love a good yogurt.
That looks nice, though. It's a crazy mega mix.
I'm still over the moon that I'm through to the semi-finals, but you know, the job's not done just yet. You know, I've got Chris Holdsworth standing in the way of me, so I managed to stay clear of temptation.
You should put some coconut flakes on top of that.
But you know, Ronda's making some nice cocktails and things like that. And the drinks were flowing for some of the people.
Did you used to bartend?
Yes, I did.
Rhonda educated us on her bartending skills. And as it turns out, she's really good at mixing drinks.
Let me know what you think, all right? Don't be shy. Yay, milkshake. Woo! Alcoholic milkshake. What do you guys think? Holy, that's good.
We had a really good time. Everybody ate, got full, celebrated the fights, and we got to just kind of hang out.
Head back. Oh, sorry. That's what I got the ankle. Here, Greg, you gotta eat some nuts.
Ronda was her crazy self. She doesn't care if there's cameras on, doesn't care if you like it or not. She's just gonna be who she is and say what she wants. That's one of the things I've really grown to really appreciate about her.
Ronda's a real good person. She came by for her team, and she shows a lot of love towards them. I really respect that, but I was kind of just doing my own thing, focusing on the task at hand, which is, the semi-final fight versus Mike Wooten.
This is your day, but tomorrow, high five me, shake my hand. Starting tomorrow, you're my little angel, right?
The whole missing weight situation with Mr. Bollinger definitely shook a few people up.
You gonna be my little angel?
And Anthony was kind of treating himself a little bit, maybe more than he should, but I've seen that guy eat pizza the week of the fight and still make weight no problem. He's definitely got the right genetics for it.
I promise you I'll make weight.
No. Promise me you're gonna be a finely tuned athletic machine.
I am right now. I'm just kidding. I will, I promise.
You promise?
Promise.
Anthony just made weight, so he deserves a burger, but everybody with fights for the rest of the competition, okay, get off mine, needs to be perfect on their food. That better mean something.
Oh, it meant something.
It's not that hard to do. We're athletes. Your body is your business, and you got to take care of your body. Bye, guys. Good night. Be good. We'll see you in the morning. Bye, Roxanne. Special guest, guys.
How are you doing?
Everybody's Nate.
Pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Nate Diaz is an amazing talent. My first MMA fight that I actually made a point to watch was Manny versus Nate for the Ultimate Fighter 5 finale. Do you want to get changed while we get everybody just finish them warming up?
Okay. Ronda's a friend from back home training and stuff, and she called me out to come and work out with the team. I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so I train a lot and I do a little teaching. So when I go, stack me up. So when he does this and he stacks me up, he's a stronger guy, a wrestler type of guy. I'm not gonna sit here and try to get this strong guy in an arm bar. It's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna underhook this leg. I'm gonna kick my leg off his head like this. And it's gonna go over. And then I'll just take top position.
Nate Diaz running class. That was an awesome, surreal experience. When I started watching MMA, I was 15, season 5 of The Ultimate Fighter. Nate Diaz was on there. He's probably the first fighter I really enjoyed watching. He was one of my favorites, and just he's always been a favorite ever since.
Nate Diaz come to training. I mean, I was over the moon. Nate Diaz is one of my favourite fighters. Just to get to meet him and roll with him was just such an experience. In fact, my youngest son's named Nate, and it's after him.
There's some good tough guys in here and girls, so we just did some armbar today and a little Kimura. I don't think they need to have a whole bunch of crazy stuff coming in from every angle because they probably already got enough of that. Just a little basic stuff to build off of, you know.
Who's here? Puppy! Barbecue time. We had a really hard last couple weeks with the prelims and everything. And so we came and cooked for everybody and gave a little bit of the Armenian culture for them. Woo! Do it! Party time!
We decided to come down over here, make them a little happy because I know how hard this is over here. Like I said, I was in season number 5 with Jens Palver and BJ Penn. So I know how hard they work out and how hard it's tough being away from everything. So, a little boost for them.
He was on season 5?
He was.
The last time someone didn't make weight?
Yep, that wasn't him though.
What's up?
She said the last time someone didn't make weight was your season.
Season 5. And I felt bad.
Was it your team?
Yeah, no. It's not about that. It doesn't matter who it is.
No, I know.
It's just there's a lot of people out there, they want to be part of this. You guys are lucky here to be here. You know how many thousands of people that want to be part of what you guys doing? Give other people a chance. If you can't make it, give other people a chance.
Yeah.
This fight's the most important fight in my entire life. If I win this fight, I'm in the finale of The Ultimate Fighter, which is just something that's like insane to even say right now. So I literally could be one punch away from making an actual real dream come true.
So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna teach you my armbar. And I've been saving it, so.
I feel so lucky that I get to work with these people. Ronda with her judo and Edmund with his hands. I'm taking so many things away. Every day they teach me something or there's some drill where I'm like, wow, I can't wait to go home and like use this.
I come in like I'm gonna do a choke. The elbow slips over and the hand goes straight to the thigh. The knee goes on the head, and I look at her butt. And this hand, I'm not using my arm to hold onto her arm. It's like my forearm is just keeping it so she can't pull it in. So I just adjust and pull this before it goes over. That leg's too far away. I pull this leg in, and then I'll go for the other one. All right. And I pull it across my face, not up and over like this. If I pull up and over like this, her head doesn't come off the ground. If I pull it across my face, all of her weight comes to my hips, and then I can control where she's gonna go. Before her back hits the ground, this leg comes over, I'm up on top. You guys can go tell everybody how I do my armbar. I don't give a I'm gonna get it anyway.
Oh man, what is it?
When we got to the Mandalay Bay Arena,
Oh, that's right.
all we could see was like the floor and some lights, and I thought it was going to be like dancing.
Dude, that's way up there.
And then when we got in and we seen the rock climbing walls, I just thought to myself, Ronda's got this.
All right, guys, welcome to the Mandalay Bay Event Center. We are here for the Coach's Challenge, which is my favorite part of the season. It's where you, the fighters, get to kick back, relax, and all the pressure is on the coaches. Obviously, today is rock climbing, okay?
Yeah.
Each sides of this wall are mirror images of each other. They're the same exact climb. The first coach to reach it to the top and ring that bell in the center wins $10,000.
Oh my
Okay?
God.
And everybody on their team gets $1,500 each.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you guys will sit back there, you relax. There's some Miller Lite, there's some NOS energy drinks. You guys, no pressure on you today. All the pressure is on the coaches. Cheer them on. Have a good time. Good luck, you guys.
It's a 50-foot rock climbing wall, which actually has inverted incline at the top. And I'm told this is similar to the Olympic rock climbing courses.
It's called a double back, so this will not slip on you at all.
Okay.
I've always heard from rock climbers, you got to kind of pace yourself in order to not burn your grip out, because once you lose your grip, you basically can't hang on to the wall. So I'm just going to try to keep all that in mind, use my legs to push me up, and keep a steady pace.
When you have two coaches and you do a coach's challenge and the coaches hate each other, it's just that much worse. You do not want to lose, you know? It's always hard for the coaches that lose, especially in front of their team. All right, on your mark, get set, go!
There you go, Misha. Let's go. Faster. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Keep going, Misha. Keep going. Go. Good job. Got it. Good job. Good grip. High. You're like a spider monkey, Misha. Look at you go. A little bit faster. Good job. Go, Misha, go. Let's go. Almost done, Misha. Let's go. Let's go. Misha, unclip that. Go. Quick. Come on, Misha. Come on, Ronda. Get it. That's Misha. Come on, Misha. Get it, Ronda. Jump, Misha, jump. You bitch.
It was close. I mean, started off good, taking it nice, slow and steady, and then all of a sudden I think Ronda looked over and saw Misha neck and neck with her and said, hell no. So she just turned on the afterburners and just ripped up that wall.
It was a real tight race. They were both neck and neck, and at the very end, Ronda got a couple feet on her and rang the bell first and flipped her off on the way down, so it was pretty funny.
All the way down. You're doing it December 2, honey. Get used to it.
So classy.
At least I'm upfront about it.
It's real. The rivalry is real. I know it's going to be a good fight when they fight again. Definitely, there's a lot of animosity built up, and I think this time Misha has got to try and control her emotions and not let herself get angry and fight with anger. Instead, she's got to use her head.
Congratulations. Thank you. It's unfortunate, I feel like I kind of let my team down, but outside of that, I really had fun with the challenge.
Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome.
All for you guys. To be able to help out my team, it touches me more than anything else. Their gain is more than my personal gain. And I just like Misha being in the habit of always getting beaten by me, so it's cool.
I love you guys. I love you. Good thing we tapered your training off.
Yeah.
It's funny, everybody's different as far as like what they eat and things like that. I eat pretty much whatever I want, but what's funny to me is when people start judging, like they look with these narrow eyebrows and like this chin up like, what's going on over here? What is he eating? I do not approve of this, because if I ate that piece of pepperoni, I would not be able to run on the treadmill that long.
You're not putting the mayo on it?
Oh, I am.
You're putting the avocado first.
I got this slice. Home slice.
All right.
I think deep down inside, it's really just that they're jealous that they wish they would be eating those things, but I choose to eat those things and work just as hard, if not harder, and I also perform well, and I make the weight, so I like my style a little bit better. I can enjoy life and train like a professional and fight like a professional.
151.5, so minus the wet underwear.
150.5.
150.5.
8 pounds today already.
Anthony has a little problem maintaining his weight. It's a difficult experience, all of this, and everyone deals with it in their own way. And I think Anthony's way of dealing is sometimes at a detriment to him.
But you want to be 135 and the most lethal that ever happened. Mm-hmm. And you have to think about everything that you put in your body matters. It's not just making the weight, it's how you make the weight. Yeah. If you want to be the very best, most lethal, unarmed person on the planet, you might have to give up some burgers. Just think about it.
Ronda pulls me aside today and starts asking me what I'm eating. I eat healthy foods and I eat foods, and my cardio is the best on our team out of the guys, and so I just feel like I'm getting way too much heat. I just want people to shut up and mind their own business.
You didn't come in there to have an easy time. You came in there to be the best in the world.
Right.
Just think about it.
Cool. Thank you.
All right.
What up?
Said you weren't able to sleep?
No, I did. I slept pretty good, but I told him to make sure I was up by like 9:15, but I'm gonna be up.
How much more you got?
Like 8 pounds. Did you check it? Yeah.
Oh, so you ate and drank something last night?
Yeah. Nine. I'm gonna get in now, Josh. Yeah. Anthony was 145.5 in the morning, and so he had about 9 pounds to go, and he only had about 4 hours. So I was like, dude, you gotta get going here. This time is of the essence.
Cody's Epsom salt bags.
Those ones you could use.
Oh, you gonna do?
I don't know.
Morning. Hi. So what's the situation? 42. 42 right now? Everyone wishes to tell me you were 45.
No, woke up. I've been sweating for an hour and a half.
Okay. Alrighty. Feel better if I was or wasn't. I'll be back. He said that his fight to get in the house, he was cutting from the same exact weight before, so I mean, he has his method and his way, so I'm sure he'll be fine. He says he's at 42 right now. If he left here at 44, he should have lost a few more pounds last night. He should have been starting at 42 or 41. But whatever. You make the best of the situation of what it is. Hmm?
43.
43.
Say 43. 33 and a half.
You're still sweating. Yeah, sweating.
Just keep it going. You just can't let him take breaks.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be on him. Because he's gonna make it, he'll sell it like he's okay. So we just gotta be on him. Keep him in there and in there.
I just don't understand how he could have got heavier overnight. I walked up and the first thing he said to me was he was 42.
It was 43, that's why I was going like that. I was like, what the
He didn't even, I don't think he checked when he got here. Because, I mean, we wrapped him up and put him in his stuff and came straight in and put him on a treadmill.
Yeah.
So I think he was just guessing, hoping he was 42. He was 144 the night before at the gym. Sat in the hot tub all night drinking water. Woke up at 145. Was drinking a NOS on the way to the gym to cut. Like, these are things you don't do. Anthony's my homie. At the same time, I couldn't say anything to defend him. We'll do it. We just gotta stay on him to not take any breaks.
So I hate leaving things to the last minute. Anthony's been pretty much our least disciplined when it comes to the food, and I'm constantly on him. I'm constantly like, what did you eat last night? What do you weigh right now? You shouldn't be eating that. Like, I'm always on him. And he's the one doing the weight cut. You know, it falls on him as well, but it's the head coach's responsibility to make sure that their team is ready to perform. And we could only do so much, and now Anthony's in a very difficult situation. What's going on?
I think I need to take a break.
We don't have that much time.
I just, like, at least for yesterday, I want to give it a shot, but I've been going 2.5 hours now and already feeling drained. If I can just maybe get more energy, I can do. I've done 4 now, maybe I can do 4 again.
So the thing I worry about is he keeps taking breaks. I think after this break, we can't let him stop again. We just gotta suck it up for a couple hours and just handle it, man, you know. I know it sucks, but we just gotta bite the bullet and just charge it. When you're cutting weight, it has a tendency to break you a little bit. So if someone's feeling a little bit under the weather, we'll change it a little bit and have them move around and still break a sweat without it breaking their body down too much.
You've got to run and sound. There's no way you'll drop 5 pounds with walking. That's it, let's go. Almost there.
I got here and he said he was at 42. So then we ran him for another hour, got him onto the scale. He was 143 and a half.
we were running out of time, and he kept wanting to go in for breaks and go into showers, and I was just like, dude, you have to just constantly got to charge it to the very end. Even after the weigh-ins, they got to give you another hour. We're just going to go all the way till 2 o'clock. And he kept wanting to stop and check his weight. I was like, no, it's not worth it. You just got to keep the sweat going. We know that we're crunched on time, okay? You don't need encouragement. You need to just keep going.
That feels good, huh?
Edmund's got it. He's done this a long time. Especially like the mental part. That's like the part he's best at. If anyone can get him to push through it, it's him. One thing I'm worried about is how much he's losing, how fast he's losing, and how much time we have. I know he won't quit.
Yep. He won't quit.
No, he won't quit.
It's the time crunch.
Yeah. That's it.
$135 and a half. Anthony.
I hope Anthony wins, to tell you the truth. If I don't win this thing, I would want him to win this thing. But Davey's a tough guy. I think Davey's gonna out-muscle him a little bit.
It's 140. He's got an hour to lose the weight. He's got an hour.
Just keep going till 2 and we'll see what it is. The one thing you are not going to do is quit.
You'll make it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, come on, get to it. You know what time.
I'm so sorry, bro.
It's all right, dog. It's his fault.
140. Don't worry. Stay strong. Just lose the weight, man. It will happen.
He was 44 yesterday, and I told him, do not eat anything. Go cut the weight and go to bed 40 or 39. He said, yeah, for sure. He's 40 now?
He told me yesterday in the jacuzzi he was 40, 41. And then he woke up this morning at 45. And I was like, how'd you put on 4 pounds since last night? So he must have been lying.
It's not gonna come on.
We can do another hour.
I just did an hour and a half, and then running a mile, it was like 2.5. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry till it's over. It's not over. We're going to keep going till 2.
Okay, come here.
Anthony.
You're sweating, Anthony.
You're sweating,
Don't
Anthony.
give up, man. Don't give up.
Weighed in at 140. We already told them, like, look, you're going to jump out, jump on the scale, go right back in, and do it till the end. It doesn't matter if you don't make the weight. What matters is that you don't quit. If you run out of time, you run out of time. But if you quit now, you quit for the rest of your life. You can think the same things you're thinking right now on the sauna. We only have so much time. We can't waste it.
No possibility.
There is.
4 pounds, maybe by tonight.
There is. But we're not quitting, man. We're not quitting on you. You should put it on yourself. You can't sit there and try to convince yourself that it's not a possibility. It's a waste of your mental effort.
I must be dried up.
You're not dried up. You're sweating right now.
Trust me, man. Try now. It doesn't work, it's okay, but it will work. Believe in yourself.
Once you quit once, you're always going to have that quit in you. Even if you don't make it, you can't let yourself feel like you have quit in you.
Let's go all the way. If it doesn't happen, don't worry about it. Then you'll know you tried.
Oh man, you're not going to die. Just get in the sauna.
Ronda, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Don't give up, homie. 5 minutes, okay? Come out. Yeah, we're locked in. 5 minutes, come out.
Davey, don't stress over it, man. You've done your job. You're on the driver's seat.
what you can't control.
Open the door.
Huh? There's not enough time for 4 pounds. I did like 5 hours straight. I did a whole hour and a half straight.
When you got home, you were 44 yesterday, right?
Yeah.
When you left home, be honest, did you eat anything?
On that scale, 44.8.
Right here.
No. On the scale at home.
Okay.
I've been busting my ass since 9 this morning. I only hit 40. There's not enough time to hit 4. I up the last 3-4 days.
You ate bad?
Yeah. Blows me. I have to live with this.
You don't think you have a little power to do it?
No, not enough time for 4 pounds. I just drink the bath water. Done, bro.
Left G? Huh?
Let him go, bro. He's not gonna do it.
I should have been on him just as much for this cut as the last one. Anthony, we put him directly back in the sauna. He started sweating again right away. He wasn't in there for more than 30 seconds, and he just got out and started listing all the reasons why it was physically impossible for him to make it. It doesn't matter if you make it. What matters is that you keep fighting to the very end. And you can't quit. You can't let yourself know that you have any quit in you.
You should not feel proud. You should feel I'm a stupid idiot.
I deserve to be here.
You don't. As of right now, you don't deserve to be here. How many days you know you were gonna win on Sunday?
Plenty of days.
Plenty of days. So it's your fault.
It's my fault. It's my responsibility.
And physically, mentally, you're a pretty strong guy. It should have been an issue for you. You might be in the UFC one again. But as of right now, I'm being honest, Fufu, you don't deserve to be in the UFC.
No, I don't at all.
You don't. I promise you.
I have way more.
This level is too high.
I have a lot
You can't around all the time and be in this level fighting. It breaks my heart. You're just gonna go home and do nothing.
Stand right there.
You want to say anything?
The last 5 days, I didn't act right. My priorities weren't right. Discipline wasn't there, and I've never been this embarrassed in my entire life, and I up a huge opportunity that lots of people wanted, and I won't let this down for a long time. And I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to you, especially Davey. And I don't expect you to forgive me, and I don't deserve forgiving.
You didn't even have to fight. You got a pass. And one fight away from going to the finale. It's crazy. This is the craziest one ever. Leave.
I'm sorry.
So we got a forfeit. He gets a bye to the next round. So congratulations, and thanks for doing the right thing. And good for you. That's it. Thank you, guys.
This is my dream. It's been my dream most of my adult life to get to this point, and then I don't even get to fight. You know, it was just really, really hard to take. I mean, all the times I've gone over my dream in my head, I never thought I'd be getting to the finale because of forfeit. I wanted to earn my place in the finale, like I earned my professional wins, like I earned my way into the semi-finals. It was everything I'd ever dreamed of, and I never once did I think it would end up like that.
This might not make a lot of sense to you, but I'm gonna make weight on Tuesday because I just feel like I tried and I didn't do the right job, and I should have. That's not true. No, it is, and I need to let them know because he wouldn't even keep trying for the last hour.
And I just want
What's
them
that
to
got
know.
to do with you?
Just because they need to know it's possible.
What's that guy? He doesn't have heart.
Even if
This
it isn't
show-
for him, it could be for the rest of them or somebody else watching.
People
I have my
watch-
mind's made up.
People watch this competition on TV and they think whatever. When you get here, that's when you realize whether you are or you are not. That dude probably had the easiest road in the history of Ultimate Fighter. It has nothing to do with you. He knows why he came here. He knows what was at stake. And you can't give people that thing that you have and every other guy in this company has and girl. You know what I mean? You can't give that to that kid. He doesn't have it. Had the easiest possible road to the Ultimate Fighter finale ever. And threw it away. I know you like the kid. He's probably the nicest guy in the world. He's not built to be here. This competition weeds out the weak. It weeds out the weak. He is weak. It's never happened ever in the history of the Ultimate Fighter. Nobody has ever made it that far on the show and quit. And the guy got a pass. He didn't have to fight to get to the fight to get to the finale. And he still quit. He still quit. What he needs to do is fly home and get a real job and make mixed martial arts his hobby.
Ronda has been notorious for flipping me off the entire season, and so I figured it would be really nice of me as a closing gift if I gave her a pair of socks that had the middle finger on it, you know?
Ronda Rousey isn't some let's play pranks on each other and let's have fun. She's not that chick.
All right. I knew that would be fun.
Yeah, I couldn't get them out of the octagon fast enough.
Whatever, she can try and pull out her little socks and snicker with her little boyfriend about how whatever. But what really matters is the fight itself. I want to win this fight in the most devastating style possible. You're used to wiping your ass with the other hand.
Then, on Saturday, December 28th, it's the coaches' turn as they bring their heated rivalry to the octagon once again. Ronda Rousey looks to defend her title as she squares off against nemesis Miesha Tate, live on pay-per-view from the MGM Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
I really believe that I can do it this time. I can win this rematch, and then I'm the bigger, better person, and I'm going to prove it.
Revenge is a dish best served cold. And she's gonna get one very cold dish on December 28th. I was born and raised to be a fighter. This is exactly what I'm meant to be doing. I'm meant to be the UFC champion. I'm meant to retire undefeated.
It is the toughest ticket in town. They are talking about it up and down the Las Vegas Strip.
Ronda Rousey has spectacular judo technique. Her arm bars are amazing. Her technique is absolutely flawless.
Me and Miesha were meant to be rivals. For some reason, fate has intertwined the two of us.
This is a fight that's not just a fight for the UFC women's bantamweight title.
Sometimes it doesn't pay to act like Miss America, especially if it isn't real. She's gonna pay for every smile. She smirks. I don't feel the least bit sorry for breaking her arm in half. Girl had it coming.
I would love nothing more than to knock her out. She's going to wake up from a nap, and she's going to see me wearing her belt.
She got one of the best mean faces in all of MMA.
That's because it's real, man.
Set to fight. The champion is 26. The challenger is 27. Everything else is virtually identical.
I want you guys to do a clean fight, follow my orders at all times, defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves and let's do this.
Here we go. They swing in the middle of the octagon early. Ronda
That's what she's got to look out for. She's dragged her to the ground. She's on top.
Oh, nice
Miesha's
punch.
back up to her
Good
feet.
knee.
She eats a knee.
Connects with the left. And up the
good
middle.
front kick.
Wow, with the left foot, too. Nice
Good
kick
kick
by
to the
Miesha.
body. Miesha's looking for a triangle. She's got to get slammed. She's got to be careful.
She's working on it.
She got away from the armbar.
Miesha wisely gets up and
Miesha's
takes
got
her
Ronda down. And she keeps pushing that arm across
She's
the
out.
face. Now Miesha's got to get out of
Oh,
there.
and she goes right back at her. Here we
and
go.
A right hand by Ronda, and a good left by Miesha.
Tate again with the combination.
Good right hand by Miesha. Oh! And Miesha's on top.
Wow. No one has made it out of the first round against Ronda Rousey. Looking for a takedown again.
Ronda gets it down again.
Man,
Beautiful
that judo
shot.
is so awesome.
The
And
chant
now
of
Ronda
Miesha.
lets her up. 30 seconds. First time Ronda Rousey will fight in round 2.
Easy, okay? Perfect, okay? She's exhausted. She's just throwing hooks. Nothing's gonna get you there. Hands up tight.
And here's a beautiful takedown by Ronda. Miesha was trying to trip her, but Ronda capitalized on. Look at that.
Again.
She tripped her easy. Good up kicks by Miesha.
Yep.
Oh, those are excellent.
And it makes Ronda move away. Miesha now looks for the takedown.
Oh, my goodness.
And again, Ronda with that judo.
It's just sensational. The way she capitalizes on the momentum, perfect timing. And Ronda's got her back.
She's already in uncharted territory.
Look at the chance of Miesha. Wow.
You wonder mentally what goes through Ronda's mind. Right now,
Miesha's
it doesn't
got to
seem
look
like
out for
anything.
that left arm. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Miesha lost the position, but now Ronda's on top of her with her left arm trapped. Uh-oh, she's got it extended. Oh, my goodness.
Miesha trying to fight it off.
Miesha's got it out of there, and now Ronda's looking to get a reverse triangle on her. She's trying to cinch it up.
She's got some time. To round 3.
Perfect. Boxing better. Jabs were working, okay? Just watch that right hand. Watch that overhand right, okay? You're listening to me. She puts her head down and swings. That hanger's working perfect. She falls in on you. Takedowns there. Easy, right?
Watch this throw. I mean, that is Olympic caliber judo.
She knows what to do on the ground, both offensively and, as she showed tonight, Joe, defensively.
Watch defense, Ronda.
And Ronda will take her forward or backwards, and that's what she just does. But Miesha lands up on top. Look at this.
Wow.
She's in trouble.
Oh, no.
She's
It is all over.
She tapped.
Ronda Rousey, winner by armbar.
Wow, she went to shake Ronda's hand, and Ronda walked away from her.
Finally, Ronda was able to finish the fight once again by armbar and defeat Miesha Tate for the second time and defend her title for the first. And the greatest women's 135-pound fighter in the world, and no handshake afterwards.
Still! I need to come in and congratulate Miesha. She's an amazing fighter. She really is. It's just, once you insult my family, I can't shake her hand.
Are you still emotional about all the bad blood and all the talk from the show?
I feel like it would disrespect what she done to my family if I shook her hand. I said she did an amazing job, but I can't shake the hand of someone who spits on my back.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey, ladies and gentlemen.